Hello. Excuse me, sorry. I am powering up here, just waiting for my mother to join me. Should be on in a minute, and I can play. I have an old iPad, one of the originals, and it's first generation iPad. It was a gift to me a long time ago, and sadly it is very, very out of date, but believe it or not, in many ways it still works. I have it set up next to my desk here. I was hoping to make it do something useful here, and I'm not having so much luck. I'll try something real quick. I think my mother has just joined me. Okay. If you're hearing noise in the background, that would be my 3D printer. I got an upgrade to it today, and I'm just trying it out. Here's a fun fact about 3D printers. The platform that you print on is heated. And the reason that's important to know is that basically it causes the filament to adhere to it, right? And the reason you have to put down something. You don't just do it on the bare metal. You actually put down something so that the filament sticks to the form. I'm sorry, my terminology sucks here. So I've had this wide. I mean, imagine masking tape only 10 inches wide, right? So I had this big thing on it. And at some point when I pulled something off of it, it actually tore a little bit of the tape away, right? And so I ordered a plastic piece to replace it. So that's actually what I'm trying right now. But it turns out that little tiny gouge in the platform, aka the tape that I'm printing directly to, was actually causing me some printing errors because, you know, I mean, if you think about the way these things print, it's so easy for them to actually drag the plastic away. So, okay, I actually have my iPad, my very old first generation iPad, playing my video stream here. So I'm going to use that as a little thing to kind of keep an eye on the feed. And you know what, I just realized I got to grab one more thing. And then I'll be ready to play. Sorry about the delay here. I've got multiple things going on here. Alright. Sorry I can't edit in real time. Okay. I'll try one more attempt to make this video stream work, because I'm not kidding when I say this thing is very slow. Actually, one of the reasons I actually had a newer iPad than this, and I stopped using it because the browser just got really slow. I mean, that thing only had half a gig of memory. And having said that, though, I'm actually surprised at what still works on this thing. I'm kind of amazed. Like, I didn't realize my wife had installed Hulu on it a while ago. That was still working. Even my credentials were still working. How cool is that? Okay, now that I've got my amnesia, I've only got about 30 minutes to play today, by the way, so just a heads up on that. Sorry. Did I complete this mission? Hey, I'm allowed at Valentine again. I don't remember what the last mission was. I kind of remember burn down something? I believe we took the oil fields back because they were taken from land owned by indigenous people. Hey Mom, can you tell me if you can actually hear the printer in the background? Because I have no idea. I've given up on getting my iPad working here. You know, it's funny, the only reason I know anything about this oil field...
This place is off limits. It's all good, calm down.
I remember this from the multiplayer, so it looks like the police are here.
Hey there, mister. Hey, that's close enough.
Alright, I'll head out. Sorry about the printer. I'm, believe it or not, I'm printing a coaster. Actually, what I'm really doing is I'm printing something that's slightly smaller than the printer can handle. It's just a sheet of plastic that's like 1/4 of an inch thick. But it has... I'm gonna go check that out, actually. It has, I put some geometrical shapes in it. They're hexagons, basically. They're hexagons that look like they have, that wasn't my printer. I was going from somewhere else. Anyway, it has a hexagonal pattern with a bunch of triangles under it, and what it is just it's a surface that's not a continuous flat surface. And the reason for that is I've got quite a few glass surfaces in my apartment, believe it or not. Like my coffee table is glass, and I've got a little miniature table next to my couch here, and my wife has a glass desk. Well, when you put drinks down, they condense, right? So I had made a coaster. Actually, I didn't. I was printing something that failed, but it made me this really smooth plastic piece, and I was using that as a... Oh, man. Right in the face. I bet it looked like Daryl. I'm just realizing what that noise was. It was my iPad finally caught up. There we go. That weird sound I was hearing was actually my iPad. That's funny. It's actually working now, though. It took... Whoa! Balls. Sorry, horse. You alright? You alright? You alright? Here. I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, it took forever to start, but my iPad is actually caught up now. And I'm actually watching. It's only about 10 seconds behind. Kind of impressed. Yeah, my mom's watching right now, and when she watches, she's seeing about, I think, roughly 20 seconds in the past. I'm going to pet my horse because I haven't done that in a while. So back to the coaster thing. Yeah, I ended up, I was trying to print something, and it had a platform that filled up most of the platen, or whatever you want to call it. And what I did, when the print failed, I ended up using that as a coaster for a while. But whenever I put a cup down, the surface tension of whatever condensation was on it would cause the thing to stick to it. So whenever I picked up my cup, that plastic thing would go with it. And so what I'm printing is something similar, except it's got an uneven surface. And it looks kind of like a bottom of the middle of the range tennis shoe. Nothing exciting, but I thought I'd put it down on my glass desk so that I have a place to put my drinks where they can safely condense. I even gave a little reservoir, so if it did collect the water, it could stay there. I have a weird fantasy about printing something kind of like that, where condensation from drinks just collects in it and never goes away. I wanted to make a little marina out of it, with little boats that would float in it and stuff. I don't know if that would actually work, but I think about things like that from time to time. I just like the idea of little artistic pieces. I thought about printing an alligator's head and an alligator's body, but having it cut right through the middle so that it looks like it's actually swimming. So like the glass desk is actually water. I thought it'd be fun to do that, just as a little art project. I've seen a real version of that. I went to a there was a store at the mall where they'd made something like that out of ceramic, and yeah, what? Did that guy in the wagon kill a bird or something? Or did I do it? Was I just not paying attention? I hate that music cue with a passion. Huh. Was that me? I didn't see it. Okay, well. I like how grown-up Arthur and 6-year-old Brian would have made the same decision there. You know, if I ever get bored, I may try that alligator thing just to leave it on my desk as a little bit of art.
Yep.
I just can't help it though. I've got one side of me that wants to create art. I got another side of me that only wants to do practical things. So the coaster is actually kind of a combination of the two. I just wanted to make something that looked a little sci-fi-ish, but actually served a purpose. And no, I'm not going to post photos of it because it's not that interesting. But if I ever spend more than 10 minutes making one, maybe. I've had this printer for over a year and I still haven't quite mastered it. So I like these little projects. Can't believe how much amnesia I have. Only a week ago that I could do that. I'm genuinely surprised this iPad's working. It's not great. It has a fraction of the memory that modern browsers require. I should also mention, I have a tray table that it's an addition to my couch. It's not it's a separate thing you buy, but you put the couch legs on it, that weighs it to the ground, and then you can pull a table over your lap. And my wife got me an iPad holder that actually clamps to a pole. So that's why I've got the iPad next to me here. I originally got it just to use it as a clock, because I will say, that is one cool thing you can do with an old iPad really easily, is use it as a clock. You can get all kinds of apps that just show the time, and I'll tell you, the display is more than adequate to be able to read it without glasses at the far end of the room. And it sets itself. Anybody who's ever had a modern smartphone knows what I'm talking about. It gets its time from the Wi-Fi. So that's...
Where are you going? Hang on a second.
Hang on, what do I have? Who's talking to me?
Colm O'Driscoll told me expressly to shoot anyone I saw around here, but me, I'm my own man. Oh, don't mind me. You must be in the wrong town. Clear off.
Whatever.
Best be leaving now. Morning.
I have my lasso
You really
set to
like to live
stun.
dangerously, don't you? This is your last warning. Nobody messes with so long.
Place is cursed.
What the
I'm
hell?
probably going to have to reload.
All right, that's enough for one day.
Oh, you tied up the wrong man. How many of you I need to deal out, huh?
Did he survive that?
Don't do it.
I'm going to take your hat. I want your hat. Okay, I'm going to cut you free.
I know this ain't fun.
I ain't sticking around for this.
But guess that's life.
Hey now, it's them. I got him.
I'm not gonna die for this.
Get them palms up.
Okay, you got me.
I don't know what happens when you surrender, so I'll
All
try
right,
it.
enough help. You're coming with me.
I may have to reload, so I'm just going to see what happens when I
Smartest choice you made here.
surrender. Did a nice job on that wall. I am sorry for the printer. I had no idea it would be audible. Did that actually cost me anything? Let's find. I'm sure it cost me 15 bucks. 12 bucks. Still have my ammo. Part of me wants to just go ahead and continue forward. I did want to take that guy's hat, though. Let's see if I can see if his hat's still there. Dog! Dog!
Hello, boy.
Hey, doggy! This dog knows me. Notice he walked right up. He's like, scritch the butt. Scritch the butt. Hey, buddy! Give me kisses! Give me kisses! You good boy. Alright, I'm just gonna carry on here because I don't think that really cost me anything. Yeah, I got plenty of money.
Hi. Having fun, mister?
Ask for Callaway. Okay.
Hey, I'm looking for some fellas sojourned around here. Boy Calloway and a rider called Levin.
Drunk boy Calloway. This bar's got bullet marks to remember him by. Last I heard, they was in Saint Denis. Had rooms on a riverboat there.
Saint Denis. On the riverboat? Okay, then.
That's old news. What? Huh.
I wouldn't drink here, though. Get on to Saint Denis and have you some Sazerac. If there's anything else I can do, you let me know.
Boy, that bartender
There's a
really
face
does
I
look like an
haven't
old
seen
West
in
bartender,
some
doesn't he?
time.
Okay, well. We'll start a new save game here.
Thank you for your... help.
Alright, where's my horse? Where's that hat? That hat's still here? Dog. Alright, I'm gonna see what that question mark is. Yeah, should I get a meal while I'm here? Let's see if I can.
Oh, Brother Brodus, you're simply not a gentleman. You're a scoundrel. My friends were talking like that.
Are you back in town? Sure.
It's a mean looking pair of scissors on that icon there.
What can I get you?
Lamb's fry.
Plate of lamb fry.
Cool.
Thanks, partner.
That boy was sent forth from the fiery peaks of hell. Oh,
Save my game again since I refilled my healthid there.
My friend! You there?
Yeah, what do you want?
Do I look like a coward to you? I mean, obviously I do, because
You
I
don't,
look
but
like
the guy
that
on the
milk
right's clearly
someday,
yellow.
But 'tis no matter. Can you help?
Maybe.
I would so get shot.
Even he is sick of hearing your nonsense, you afterthought of a child. I apologize, sir, for his smell. Why don't we come back here, to somewhere more conducive to displays of utter gallantry and deep-seated inadequacy?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Shoot a bottle off my head, like William Tell.
This is getting silly.
Very
I
silly.
agree.
The man is a moron.
Yes.
Shoot one off mine instead. I'm the brave one.
I'm not scared.
I'm a good shot, but
I won't even flinch.
I don't want to hurt you, boys.
Oh, I can't lose. Either I'll prove my masculinity or die and be spared his company. Come, sir, please.
Okay, then.
I would not trust a guy with that haircut to
Listen,
shoot a bottle off my
just
head.
make
I'm
sure
sorry.
everyone knows you asked me to do this.
Of course, of course, of course.
You boys are ridiculous.
Okay. You could probably guess what I'm going to do, right?
We're waiting for you, mister. Fire away.
Of course, yes.
I was hoping for something a little more amusing to happen. I killed the twins. Hang on a second, I'm gonna do something real quick. I got the idea from you remember when we did the theater, and that guy's like, I can catch a bullet in my mouth. I'm actually checking on my printer here real quick. Sorry, you can't see it. I just wanted to show my mom real quick, because she can see it. She has parental privilege. Just a moment. Just a moment, I'm sorry. I figure since my mom has to endure listening to the printer, she can at least see what I'm working on. And I'm going to show her a miniature version of what I'm printing. I printed a small one. I printed one that's about just large enough to... I'm talking about the coasters here. Just large enough to put my drink on, but it's half the size. So I'm printing one that takes most of the pattern. Okay. Retry checkpoint. Yes, I'm going to. I'm wondering if I can use my special ability here. Like, wouldn't it be great if I shot both bottles so quickly it scared the socks off them? Something tells me, though, that's not part of the story beat.
Good shot, sir. I didn't batten up. You got it.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
That was fun.
What was? I feel like we didn't even do anything.
Oh, of course you didn't. We all know you're hardly sentient at all.
Another round, smaller bottles, sir. Please.
What?
I don't know.
Please, this creature is unbearable. He needs silencing.
I'll do my best. As long as she witnesses that I'm doing this under
Oh,
duress.
you boys are so
Duress.
silly.
Why aren't the cops here?
Ready? Aim. Fire. Nothing to fear at all.
Come on. Now ain't that over here?
Should have put a part in his hair.
Now I'll stand on one leg.
Me too. You keep shooting, sir, and this time you kill the beast. He emerged fully formed from the swamps, Helen.
Silence, you blackguard. Sir, shoot the wretch.
Okay, but I'm gonna switch to the shotgun.
You're deranged.
Kidding.
Shoot away, sir. My bottle in his brain.
Excellent. Fine shooting.
Over here.
Bouncing around.
Now do one while I hop.
Do one while I turn somersaults. Shoot me.
Oh, give me the gun. Let me shoot him. For all mankind.
I think me and the lady have had enough.
Oh, I don't blame you, sir. This man's tongue, I would run too if I could. Here, for your skills and talents.
Thank you.
Now, brother, I am going to walk Helen home. Don't follow us. She has an elderly aunt, and I fear the sight of you could finally finish her off.
Helen, is this creep bothering you?
You two, come along.
Oh, no, there aren't two. There's me and the lizard man. Please, my angel, do not aggregate us both together.
Boys, you are too much. Far too much.
No, my sweet.
Oh, good. I got $1.32 out of that. Carrying on. My mom knows why I'm chuckling. I can't explain it right now. Alright. Where's my horsey? By the way, just making a note here, there's a building under construction, and it looks further along last time I saw it. I'm only mentioning it because, unfortunately, I got a little bit of a spoiler when researching this game, but my understanding is, the good news is I don't know a whole lot, so I don't think I'm giving you much of a spoiler here. But this is actually a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. So this is the sequel, but it's also a prequel. It takes place before it. So this building that's under construction, I think, has something to do with the next game, which is the previous game, and I'm going to stop there because I hate temporal mechanics. Okay, well, I guess I'm going back to Saint Denis. I could take the train. How much time I got? Yeah, I got 10 minutes. Okay. I could take the train. I can remember where the freaking train station is. I want credit for how I took care of that O'Driscoll. I think everybody would agree that I handled that pretty well. I even did my stint in jail for it. But that guy's gonna have to live with the fact that he got fish-tied.
Just want to get a drink. I'm parched.
I can help you get a drink. I'll help you get a drink. Is that this guy? Hey, dude. Hey, Mickey.
Buddy.
Hey.
Good to see you again, friend.
Yep.
I've only gone and forgotten your name. But worse than that, I've forgotten my own name, too.
I prescribe another bottle.
You ever forget your name, mister?
No.
No. So it's just me. They said I was strange back in the army. And that's why they kicked me out. I was the only fella got kicked out during a siege. While being sieged. That weren't no fun.
Where's he going? Should I have said yes? Yeah, I don't know what the story is. Okay. All right, off to Saint Denis. Sorry, it's hard to take that too seriously. Like, I don't think there was anything wrong with my answer. Yeah. I am curious what happens when you get a bottle of something that makes you forget your name, though. Oops.
Damn!
Sorry.
I hope you keep the peace for once, you brute.
Nothing like a fresh start.
I love the change in attitude there. Oh, that was fun. Okay, Saint Denis. Here we go.
All right.
Choo
I
choo.
guess. Here.
I saw Daisy the pug puppy yesterday. And she was telling off a dog 4 times her size. She is a mouthy little pug. I've tried this before. Somehow I was able to get the horse to come with me. I don't know how exactly it works, but the game did take that into consideration. She definitely did not have an understanding of their relative sizes. Hey, there's my horse! I forget which horse it is. Is that Walker?
Good morning, mister.
Shire. It's Shire. Okay.
Okay, fella.
Can't tell my horses apart anymore. Walking cliffy. I walked my neighbor's dog once and he decided he wanted to get up in altitude no matter where we went. Had to have words with him about that. Okay. Alright, so Callaway. Let's go see what he wants. I can't hit any buttons while I'm piloting the horse in there because it needs one setting in between walk and stride. Come on.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. Wish he'd let me off on the other side of the train. I wonder if I could have chosen that. I wonder if my horse would have appeared. The direction I chose... Ooh! By the way, that's a nice little detail with the rain collecting at the edges of the building there. So that's not figured out automatically. That's an artist saying...
What are you doing?
I'm walking my horse through here. How could you miss it? I believe an artist went in and said, here are areas where we should have...
Good morning, Frank.
You know what's funny? I'm not sure that one's appropriate. It follows the wind, too. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure because of the corrugation there if it would do that. But you know what? What do I know? I haven't researched it. Bonk.
Hi, NanoGator.
Hello. We have a visitor.
This is the fate.
I have no idea who because I don't have that screen open. Okay. Oh shit! No! 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 Oh, just kill me. Just kill me. I can't believe I did that. Just kill me. Alright.
With Sheanax LOL.
Here, somebody kill me. Somebody kill me. Here, kill me. Kill me! There we go. Hopefully I won't have to take the train again. Dead. Can't believe I hit that button. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to ask the guy where Callaway was. In case you're wondering how I made that mistake, I'm actually using an off-brand controller. And it's an okay controller. It's fine. Like, I reviewed it, and it's good. It does its job. But the problem with it is that, for some reason, Sony thinks hieroglyphics are the approach to labeling a controller. So you've got circle, star, silver moons, green clovers, all that shit, all over the controller. Well, on a regular Sony PlayStation controller, it's fine because what they do... Wait, do I have a bounty here? Okay, I'm gonna reload. I did not mean to do this. Okay, I'm going to reload. I'm going to finish this. I'm a little overdue here, but I want to finish this before I put this down. I got the candle burning at both ends. This controller, okay, so the Sony controller, the label's very clear, right? But on the controller I've got, each of those shapes has a color as well. So I've got a green button, a red button, a blue button, and a pink button, right? Well, here's the problem. The button is the same color as the writing on it. So the square and the circle are surprisingly difficult to discern, right? So that's where that little mistake came from. I'm sending a photo to my mom here so she can see it. So, my fault, but I do kind of wish I'd mentioned this when I reviewed the controller, that I'm not a hardcore PlayStation guy. In fact, the reason I own this PlayStation is because Nintendo screwed up. I'm actually a Nintendo guy, right? And I have a Wii U, and at one point, Nintendo decided to change the EULA, right? And I found this out after I had started upgrading the operating system, right? And what had happened was the operating system starts to install, and then when it got to the part where it was going to finish up, it popped up a dialogue saying, do you agree to the new EULA? And I'm like, what EULA is this? And so there was no no button. It was just accept it or your console doesn't work anymore.
See you again, friend.
This time I'm going to do the opposite.
I've
of what
only
I did
gone
last
and
time.
forgotten your name. But worse than that, I've forgotten my own name too. It happens to me. You ever forget your name, mister?
Sure.
See? We're made for each other. I mean, as friends. I knew it. There's a big crazy fella with a gun, and I'm a little crazy fella. Can't afford a gun no more. Stick with him, Jimmy, I said. And then I said, your name ain't Jimmy, it's Mickey. And then the fella I was talking to in my head, even he didn't want to talk to me no more. I'll see you around. I've gotten real confused.
Okay, then.
Huh. Well, there was no way to really win that. So, my Wii U also had some games on it from when I had a Wii. So I had like the original Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff. And now I can't access any of that unless I agree to the new EULA. And that's it. There's no other option. There's no... Like, if you don't agree to a software update on a PlayStation, you can still play what you got. You just can't use online. And that's fair because every day they're expending effort and money to keep the online working, right? I did not like this, and so I actually called Nintendo and said, hey guys, I should be able to abort this here. And they said, well, we don't do that. So I had a few rounds with them about it, and they said they would get back to me, and a couple of weeks go by, I hadn't heard nothing. So a buddy of mine at work was selling his PlayStation, and I got a decent price on it. I definitely won't buy a new Sony product because I had the original PlayStation, and I used to sell them, and they were garbage. Very frequently they would break down after 90 days, and people can attest to that, right? Their CD mechanism was not very good. And then when I had a PlayStation 2, the DVD in that thing failed at some point. Like it would play games, it wouldn't play DVDs anymore. And I'm just like, could not come up. For me, I can't pay them directly for a new system. I will say though, the PlayStation 4 though has actually been a pretty decent system. I haven't had any problems like that, and considering this is a used unit, I'm thinking this is great. So I don't know that they fully redeemed themselves, but you know, it's not bad, and I certainly love Rockstar games, which I cannot get on a Nintendo platform. I did get it resolved with Nintendo, by the way, and I will say I gave them hell over it because you know you should be able to say you should know up front that why is the camera doing this. That was an interesting choice of camera angle there. So, basically, you should know that there's a EULA change up front, and they should make it so you can abort it if it comes to that question. And so after I'd had a few words with them, about a month later, my 3DS had something similar happen, but in this case, the first question it asked was, do you agree to a new EULA? So that's why I consider that issue resolved. But I will say that really did put me into a bad place with Nintendo, and that is why I own a PlayStation now. Can I get on my horse, please? You. Come here. Come here. Come here. I don't know how you managed to stand somewhere where I can get on you. Alright. So yeah, I'm good with Nintendo now. I want to be clear about that, but I will say there was about a month there where I was very unhappy. I mean, some might say, who cares, it's just a new EULA, but my big concern with it is that every year that goes by, my game consoles have more and more online content. So for example, this game I'm playing here, I don't own a disc to it. I pre-ordered it, it came magically through the internet to my machine. If Sony stops supporting that, then I will not play the game again, right? So I paid a permanent price for a temporary piece of software, right? And this is where game consoles are heading, right? It's not going to get better. They when the PlayStation 4 was announced,
what the hell is going on with you? Don't you have somewhere far?
They made fun of the Xbox over that. No, I'm just going to reload. I cannot believe. They made fun of Microsoft over that. They're like, because Microsoft is like, well, if you want to let your friend borrow a game, you got to first go online and do this and that. And Sony was like, here's how you share a game with the PlayStation, and person A just hands a disc to person B. And yeah, that was the fun they were poking at Microsoft about that. But do you really think that they're always going to be like that? Because these game companies hate that there's a used game market. They think they should get paid every time somebody new gets a game. And there's a lot of people who are like, now wait a minute, you guys charge a lot for these games. Being able to sell it secondhand is how I'm able to keep moving forward with it. So yeah, it is a classic battle, and frankly, as consumers, we're going to lose. So about standing up and saying, hey, no, we made an agreement when we purchased it. You can't retroactively change that agreement. So to put it another way, for almost a month, I was not able to play the Virtual Console games on my Wii U just because I didn't agree to whatever changes were in their EULA. And by the way, I don't even know what that change was. If you've ever read a EULA, you'll see why that is a problem. Sorry for my soapbox, but I definitely have had a minute to talk about it since for some reason I can't take my horse anywhere. You know, fuck it, I'm just gonna walk. Horse wander around. Oh, here we go. To be fair, I'm enough of an adult to understand why those guys didn't like their horse wandering around here. The horse, not their horse. Alrighty, that lovely shade of brown. Okay, let's go see. Okay, I'm gonna hit the right button this time. I promise.
Hey, I'm looking for Boyd Calloway and the man writing a book about him. This the riverboat they're staying on?
Yes, sir, they're here. Around this time, Mr. Calloway usually enjoying a drink on the observation deck. You can follow me.
I'm genuinely surprised they're letting me on.
Oh, my
friend with no name. You found us.
My name's Mickey.
How did
I
you
mean
get
Jimmy.
on?
I mean
About
Arthur.
how you'd expect.
Well, any good anecdotes?
Anecdotes?
From the old days.
Well, to be honest, things went a little differently. I did shoot a lot of people. I thought that's sort of what you wanted.
Well, I'd,
You wouldn't believe these
yes,
two
that'll
idiots
be
that had
fine.
me shoot bottles
Do you
off
think
their
anyone
heads.
noticed it was you?
Noticed? I think the people I shot noticed.
I mean, do you think anyone would mind if we said he'd done it? Boy Calloway.
Sure, I don't care. Just as long as...
Share the money? Of course I will. Literature is a filthy business, but
Oh, I thought the guy had a
sometimes it
knife.
pays well. Especially when you lie.
Great.
Not so goddamn fast. What the hell's going on here?
Nothing.
Who's this grass snake?
You know, I don't know.
You've been being me.
I'm nobody, buddy.
But I'm somebody! And I can't have any nobody being this somebody, you goddamn... I don't know what the goddamn you are, but trust me, it ain't nothing I want to be, so you can't be me.
By the way, what works?
Damn you, Theodore Levin! You're a snake! Damn you! Damn you, nobody!
Hey, I'm already damned.
Oh, God. But I can't take credit.
You seen
for
the
that
title of
myself.
my life?
Them says
Redemption's
I
a
did,
big word in it.
I'm an old man. This never happened to Achilles, to Gawain, or Caesar. It can't happen to me. I'm gonna kill both of you.
Yeah, calm down.
I'm a legend!
Yes, you are.
All right, well, let's prove it one more time.
I don't have to prove nothing to you, nobody.
No, of course you don't. But maybe you need to prove something to you.
You got quite a way with the words. Maybe you should write my book and we should kill Plato here.
No, let's not. Now, come on.
Sword
Who shall
now
we
where I
kill?
live just got
You
robbed.
kill, I mean.
Ah,
Aw.
damn, I slayed my dragons years ago. I'm a tired old man.
Now you're drunk and you're bored. You're a mess.
Well, I always hated Slim Grant. Oh, he killed my cousin. But that was years ago.
Well, where's Slim Grant? Who's Slim Grant?
This is him. An old friend of Mr. Calloway's.
He ain't no friend of mine.
He's state marshal now, out of Annisburg.
State marshal? Make a damn cousin killer state marshal, do they?
All right, I'll go get him.
Great. We'll wait for you at Brandywine Drop.
Just sober up and start practicing. Otherwise, this won't be a book. It'll be a memorial.
Whatever you say.
Wait, how did I get roped into this again?
You know what? I kind of like that fella.
Arthur was real quick to pick up on that.
Good morning.
Did you notice there was a weird boat anchor on my health icon there? So where's Annisburg? That's up north, right? Annisburg. Annisburg. A weird boat anchor icon. Ah, no, put it away, put it away. Okay, I'm gonna take a train there. First, I'm gonna save my game, because I've apparently... So I'm gonna take a stab at completing this mission, then I gotta go. I'm in overtime right now. But that's my own fault, because I had to screw around with my iPad. It's kind of neat, though. It's amazing how fast, actually... I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, about a 15-second delay. Sorry, I find that stuff interesting. I like numbers. When the numbers go up, I'm having more fun.
Hello. You wrong in the head or something?
That was a legitimate question. Okay, get up. Where do I find the train station? My mom's like, you can count! Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. Okay, I will confess, I was not very clear about what I was counting about. I was waiting to see, when I hit the start button, I wanted to see how long before I saw it on my iPad. It was a fair question. I'm not training this, am I? Is that the train station? Wait, is this the train? Wait, I see the post office. I'm gonna go to the post office and see. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah, ah. That Sarazak is what, oh! Interesting. I didn't really have time to read this, but, that was given me a recipe on a drink. And that's what that guy mentioned back at, Valentine. He mentioned the Zarazak, which I'd never have remembered if I hadn't seen the word written and gone, what the hell is that word mean? He did a nice job of this room. I like the style. Okay, that's post office boxes. He's over here, isn't he? Come on. If I run, I'll knock her over.
You, mister, excuse me.
Good morning. Just a moment,
How's
please.
it going with you?
Been better.
I get train tickets. Ansburg.
Pleasant travels.
Or Annisburg, whatever. I used to work and live in Portland, and they have a couch street very close to the waterfront. What is going on with this building? People insisted it was pronounced Cooch. Now, it's possible. The story I heard was that Cooch was a captain, like a boat captain or something. I have never looked it up or verified this, but I will say this. When you tell somebody a commonly used English word is, in one instance, pronounced in a kind of a naughty way, I'm inclined to think, I think you're messing with me. Now, will I ever know that? No, and I'm too lazy to look it up. But I do suspect that that was an attempted Portland prank. I wonder where the Back to the Future reference is in this game. By the way, this place I worked at, I got in trouble for wearing a t-shirt that said "Chicks dig the long ball." And it was a baseball shirt. It was somebody hitting a home run. And I got dinged for wearing that at work. So, yeah, I am not going to call that Cooch Street. Speaking of naughty shirts, I just got a brand new t-shirt. It's Grumpy Cat in the style of Game of Thrones, sitting on the throne, on the Iron Throne, saying, "Fuck the king." You wouldn't think I could wear a shirt like that to work, but I will.
For my testament. For my testament
Hey,
is
mister.
science, and science is God, sir. So help me, God, so strike me down. We are killing ourselves. Killing ourselves fast, and hard, and nasty. Laugh you may, sir. The world is in balance, and the balance is off. I know, it sounds crazy. But look around you.
Wait till the 21st century, bub.
And learn, and weep.
I gotta come see this at some point. Hey, look at this guy.
Let's go, boy.
Oh, I already know that that shirt will go over big. I had another shirt that was a parody of the last episode, and I'm not going to spoil it, so I won't describe the shirt. But I got cornered because everybody wanted to see my shirt.
Look at this eye.
You. I'm looking for Slim Grant, State Marshal. Heard you boys know where to find him.
Oh, Mr. Marshall was here last week. I think he headed up to Beaver Hollow looking for some outlaws.
Is he coming back?
Sure, when he catches them fellers he's been after.
Well, how long's he been gone?
Well, a couple of days.
Well, you ain't gonna go look for him?
If your boss's boss, who you all hated, went missing, possibly dead, at the hands of a bunch of violent wanted men, would you go looking for him?
That really rings true in
yeah,
modern times
probably,
as well.
because I'm a fool.
Well, when he's dead, maybe I'll become marshal. I'll be a hero riding a horse from town to town, mister. Think of that.
Good luck with those dreams.
Damn it, it's like this game knows I've got a deadline. Alright. Let's see where this stupid... Oh, come on. Didn't we already do this with the circus? I can't, I'm on a mission. But if I fail it, I'll just restart it wherever the last checkpoint was, so it's okay. Car wash. Alright. I really didn't think this through. I need a sniper rifle. Yeah, these guys didn't see me load up my horse here. Alrighty. And let's check out... Oops. Okay. And then... Ooh, that one needs to be cleaned. Alright. Okay. I am going to go up here and try to sniper them out. Back here ought to do it. Shit. Who am I aiming for? This isn't gonna work, is it? They can't see me 'cause I'm crouching. La 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 la. I shot his hat off.
You made short work of them.
Loot, 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 loot. How come that guy's like... How come that guy wasn't like, where did this horse come from?
The tree over here.
Yeah, in a minute. Why can't I loot this guy? Oh. Oof. Wow.
I've been praying for someone like you to come, son.
Yeah, well, you didn't pray hard enough, so you gotta wait a few minutes.
Hey, over
I
here.
guarantee you there's gonna be a horse chase. That was way too freaking easy. It was stupidly easy. Where's your hat? I want the hat. I deserve it. I put 2 holes in it. Dang it. I don't know where his hat went. Balls. Alright. Let's set this idiot free.
You must be Slim Grant.
State Marshal. Slim Grant.
Alright.
Okay. Let's get you out of here.
Yes. Indeed, son.
You're not gonna cut him free? Well, I'm
I need a
confused,
favor,
actually.
Mr. Grant. It's nothing big. I'll explain on the way. You might as well relax.
This is real peculiar. I'm State Marshal, you know.
I'm inclined to agree that what I'm doing here is pretty asshole-ish. Alright. Pretty certain we're gonna have a shootout.
I know. Just sit tight. All will be revealed.
Now you gonna tell me what the hell is going on?
Be nice if I had directions to where I'm going.
On here.
I was. Before you got so short with me.
I got a bird in my pocket. You want
What
it?
the hell are you up to?
I'm taking you to see an old friend of yours. It's a reunion of sorts.
Will you stop being so damn cryptic?
It's a fair
I'm
request.
telling you all I can. It's a job. Someone wants to see you. Taking you to them.
What if I don't want to see them?
Well, that's a good argument for keeping that rope around your wrists.
I'm a state marshal, and this is an abduction.
Horseshit! I'm saving you. This is just a little detour on the way to liberty.
I will prosecute you for this, you insubordinate bastard.
There you go.
I don't think it's a good idea to
again,
make
Mr.
threats
Grant.
like
Ain't
that.
doing yourself no favors.
Might as well just
This is it.
be quiet.
Down here, it's almost over, Marshal Grant.
State Marshal Grant.
Yeah.
Shitty train here. We're gonna jump. We're gonna jump. There we go. There's our jump. Okay. Anyway. Go! Ooh! His boot heel passed right through my face. Never saw that.
So
The more
you
realistic
got 'em.
these games look, the more interesting that is. Alrighty.
I think so.
Did you kill
Caught your
his
fish
cousin
here.
back in '82?
Whose cousin?
My cousin.
I never shot no one didn't deserve it.
You shot Jed Calloway.
And I told you then I'd shoot you too. And I would've. You'd shown up.
I was there.
No, you weren't. You left town.
You take that back.
But I don't care now. It's nigh on 20 years ago. We're old men. We're lucky.
Me?
You're an old man.
Come on, fight me.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
God damn you!
Oof.
that settles that then.
Shot him back. I shot him in the goddamn back.
And these things happen.
God damn you, goddamn both of you!
And now calm down. Who cares? You should have shot him 20 years ago. He's dead now.
You are a sickness scum like you and you, Plato. Come on, draw!
Why?
I said draw, goddammit!
No.
Yes!
Fuck. Trying to find a way to not kill him. I wonder if I can shoot. I noticed his belt buckle seemed lit up. I don't know if that was intentional. Damn. Fuck. I'm gonna have to kill him. This guy's just too quick. You know, like, I was hoping there was a way to disarm him. I just cannot get my cursor there in time. Interesting stream there.
Shit! Shit indeed. Still, at least now you got an ending to your book.
He's dead.
Oh, don't you start now.
No, I'm not starting. I'm happy. I'm free. I can finally go back to writing westerns instead of being in one.
He was pretty wild. And I know some wild people.
He was certainly complicated.
I'm sorry I shot him.
No, and you didn't shoot him. He did. In the back. After he mortally wounded Slim Grant. Fair and square.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no way to get around that.
Last of the gunslingers.
Well, more or less, I guess.
There's more?
Oh, there's always folk who shoot you in the back and then rewrite history.
Oh, hey! Where do I send the money?
Send it to Tacitus Kilgore. No, that ain't my real name.
Just to clarify, I didn't quite hear all the dialogue as I was looking it up, but basically what they're going to do is rewrite history so that he lost the duel, but he shot the guy in the back as he was wounded, as he was dying. So it was a way of him kind of regaining some of his honor. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, I'm definitely looting the fucker. Okay, now for the gun. What do I have? Yes, I will do... No! Somewhere I lost my other gun. I had a different gun. Did I get his gun? Dang it. Drop? There we go. So I've got Callaway's revolver now. I can maintain it. Hey, it's good. Alright. Okay. On that note, time for me to say goodnight. That wasn't a bad story. I liked it. Alright. See you all next week.